One of the major topics we have been covering in this class so far has been the extremely low number of women in the field of technology. This can be seen in the reduced number of women enrolling in computer science programs since the 1980s. In the mid-1980s, 37% of computer science majors were women, and now that percentage is down to 18% in 2012. It is one of the fastest growing fields in the US, but it still has some of the lowest percent of women. This is a very interesting topic to me because before I took this class and realized that women have been enrolling in fewer and fewer computer science programs, I thought the complete opposite. I have taken the 2 intro courses for computer science here at the University of Washington, and the professor, Stuart Regis, showed us some graphs on the first day of class, which showed the percent of women enrolled in each of the intro courses, CSE 142 and CSE 143. The graph showed a very steady increase of women enrolled in these 2 classes over the years, with this year being the highest so far, with around 40% of the class being women. When I saw this information at the time, I thought that is how it generally is throughout the country and at other universities, but sadly, this is not the case. But why is this? I'm going to try and give some reasons and explanations as to why we see few women enroll in computer science programs. A topic that we covered in this class was the idea of geek mythology, which was talked about in the Margolis and Fisher reading we were assigned. The reading we covered was centered on the computer science students at Carnegie Mellon University and how they viewed themselves versus their fellow students and a stereotype of a typical computer science student. A lot of students in the program did not seem to identify with the stereotype of the geek who was always glued to their computer, staying up really late coding all night, and borderline obsessed with computers in general. During the interviews associated with the study found that 69% of women and 32% of men in the program did not identify with the majority of their peers and did not say that their lives revolved around computers. Many of the women also interviewed said that they have seriously considered changing majors because they do not feel as dedicated as their male counterparts or feel that they do not fit in. Williams' article that we read also reinforced this when he talked about one of the biases keeping women out of STEM called the tightrope. This is when females try to act masculine to seem competent in STEM fields, but also try to act feminine because that's what women are supposed to act like. Part of the reason that women do not enroll in these courses or have it as an option coming into college is because of the lack of exposure in high school. According to code.org, 9 out of 10 schools do not offer computer science classes, and in 28 out of 50 states do not count computer science toward math or science credit. In Hill's book that was assigned to us to read, they say that almost 1/3 of male students going into college say that they are going to major in STEM-related field, but only 15% of females say they are going to. University of Washington's very own Dr. Sapna Cherian has done a study and tried to find out why women are against taking computer science courses. She found out that female students would be more interested in enrolling in a computer science class if they are shown a classroom not with Star Wars posters, science fiction books, computer parts, and tech magazines, but with a more neutral decor like art and natural posters, coffee makers, plants, and general interest magazines. In another experiment, Dr. Sherian and her colleagues arranged for female undergraduates to talk to an actor pretending to be a computer science major. If the actor wore a t-shirt that said, "I code, therefore I am," and claimed to enjoy video games, the students expressed less interest in studying computer science than if the actor wore a solid shirt and claimed to enjoy hanging out with friends, even if the t-shirt clad actor was another woman. Trying to get more women in computer science programs and tech in general is very important for gender equality. Having a diverse field is a key to success, and computer science and technology in general is not a diverse field in terms of gender right now.